you for tuning in into my channel where you find all about mixed media, art journal, collage, assemblage and anything else that sparks my interest. Hi, my name is Grob and I'm glad you are here. Hey YouTube friends, I'm glad you tuned in again. So today it is a collaboration again, and it is for Carly S. Creatives Leben or Creative Life. She invited mostly German, from the German area, YouTubers to participate in a hop. As usual, you're going to find all the links down below in the description, so don't miss out the opportunity to maybe learn about some new people you didn't know yet. I'm not sure how much it's going to be in English and how much it's going to be in German. I have no idea. As usual, mine's going to be talking in English and I will have the subtitles in German. So the theme is, because we have a really special year this year, there's a lot of people who are going to stay at home for holidays. So we were thinking about holidays on balconies or holidays around the house, whatever you want to call it. Just, yeah, we are not traveling too far, most of us, I guess. Anyway, that's the theme we have. And at the first thing I was thinking, that's nothing for me, but then I thought, I have been so many times to Seattle and I'm gonna miss it this year because of the situation we have now. Maybe it's time to do sort of my own souvenir from Seattle. So I did grab out ephemera which I have from the Seattle area. It's like well, that is actually 2018. I was at the art walk. That is a picture I took while we were, I don't quite remember, I think it was the light show at the harbor where I took that picture. You all know that, it's very well known. It's the Seattle World's Fair souvenir. So that is some papers. Frankly, I don't remember when I did that, but the color scheme I have in head just fits that perfectly. I do have here a box. I have a whole bunch of them from a friend of mine who has souvenirs from Vienna, so that's what I'm gonna use. I do have paints here. I do have modeling paste, and I also do have some beads and wire and a brush and a spatula and whatever else I'm gonna need. What I have planned, I'm gonna use just the lid of this box, but I did already prepare it so that I don't take too much time for the video. I did gesso it just lightly, nothing fancy. I did already make some holes because I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna make the hanging for that. Okay, now the first thing I want to do is I want to give some background color, and I do have like a teal, it's one of my favorite combination, teal. I have the golden teal, the cobalt turquoise. I also have the quinacridone violet, and I do have a carmine red. That's the color scheme I have in my head. Teal, because of the sea, of course, that's around Seattle, so that makes totally sense to me. And I'm just gonna do a variegated background. And I'm also gonna paint the sides, of course. There is something in here, it doesn't belong here. Okay, I'm gonna grab some white too, hold on a second. Okay, let's add some white too. I just want the variegated background. let's see. Okay, I think I'm not gonna use a lot of this paper, just a tiny bit. Maybe some down here also. And you know, I like to work in trees, so I need another space, maybe some up here. I mean, I like to work in uneven numbers, that's what I want to say. So, and I'm gonna use gel mat to glue those things down. I don't know whether you can see it, but the paint isn't quite dry, so it already starts to transfer a little bit of the turquoise. Now I will be back when I have cleaned my water and my brush, because for the transfer I don't want any paint on the transfer. Okay, now as I said, I want really light background here when I do the transfer, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit of white, but with sort of a dry brush. So the white is dry again. Now it is time to add the gel medium to the wooden cradle and then also to the paper here. I just want to make sure that I have it everywhere, so I look it a little bit sideways. Now the thing with the transfers, just wish me luck. If this video goes up. No, it has to go up because I promised. But yeah, sometimes it doesn't work as well as we would like. And I try not to have gel medium on the top of the paper. That's not a good thing. And I'm also gonna grab a roller just to have it really down completely. So what I use is one of those needles. I try to lift up some layer of the paper. But you have to be careful. Maybe I could move you a little bit in. So here I did already damage a little bit, but that's a part of the transfer. It's never going to be perfect. I have removed quite a bit. What I'm now gonna do, I'm gonna spray just with water and try to get rid of the rest. I did use the heat gun to dry it further so that I don't accidentally remove my print if the gel medium is still wet. It is a somewhat time-consuming technique, but I kind of like it. As I said, there is an effect which you don't get anywhere different. If you don't succeed, can happen, it needs a little bit of practice. You still could just simply glue the piece on. Now it's just a question of a little bit of moisture and some elbow grease. Now to check how much pulp I still have on, I actually gonna use the heat tool because it doesn't show off when the surface is still somewhat damp. Now as you can see, there's still pretty lot of pulp on it, so I have to work on in some areas. I mean, here it's already pretty gone, but here I certainly need to get off more so that I actually can see the towel. I simply want that which is from the newspaper, Seattle Times. I like that. I'm not sure about that or about that. And now, because that is a really heavy cardboard, I tried to split it a little bit and have it a little bit thinner. As I said, I also want to use some modeling paste. My modeling paste is a white one, and I think I'm gonna tone it a little bit with some acrylic paint. Idea was that I'm gonna do sort of border around the whole thingy here. Now I want to reveal the Seattle Times a little bit more, and I do have paint here, I see. That's the good thing. I did use some matte medium on top, so I should be able to push it back. For the next step, it has to be really dry, and the modeling paste takes a little time, and yes, I did use the heat tool to speed it up. I'm that way impatient. I do have a green gold wax paste here. I just want to add a little bit of something, a little bit of glimmer, which you probably can't see so much. Can you? Nah, not really. But I also want to tone down this color a bit, so I just rub on And because there are raised areas, I actually gonna zoom in a little bit, because there are raised areas, it picks up on the raised areas only, which I like. So just to add something. There's one last thing I want to do, then I call it a day. I want to use the Posca pen to go along the letters here a little bit, just to make them stand out a little bit more. Okay, now it is pretty much done. What is left is to my hanging device, which I want to do with some wire. So I'm gonna add my beads. I do have like, well, they're not really round. They're some misshaped beads. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I have to think about, I want the star sort at the top. And because it is a very kinky wire, I do put it from both sides so that I don't have to fight the bends so much. It's still gonna be somewhat tough. Okay, so I have like a star, I have this roundish bead, and then I have a little fish, and I'm gonna add 2 of those darker reds, or maybe even 3. 3? Yeah, I think 3. What I'm now gonna do, I'm gonna insert it in those holes I have drilled before I even started painting. Then I make a little spiral. I'm gonna zoom you in really heavily. So I'm gonna do a spiral. I really hope you can see it. Grab it. I mean, so far it is just a loop, but I want a spiral. Not that I do see it, but I have the feeling it secures my whole thing a little bit better. So I do have a spiral. It doesn't have to be the prettiest spiral. Pull it back, and then I bend that upwards. That way it sticks here, so I'm not losing it. I also gonna add bends into my wire. I'm not want it just like that. So I'm gonna make bends. And I don't look whether it is on the same height on the other side. I just want it somewhat irregular. Okay, that's my contribution for this hop. I'm really looking forward to see what all the others came up with for this theme. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you soon again. Take care. Bye.